Hey guys, Greg here, coming to you with another episode of Greg's Bonsai. Today we're going to be showing a little update of our clementine trees, or so we think they are clementines. Like I said before, in my last video, these could be lemon trees, they could be something else, but the seeds came from a clementine. Last video we watched, the guy on the left here was actually just starting to sprout outside of the dirt here. This is about a month later from when I last recorded this, maybe about a month and maybe a week or two since I last recorded this. So this guy has popped up a little bit, and let's see if I can zoom in a little bit here for you so that you can get a little bit better of an idea of what everything looks like. You can see at the top there that things are sprouting, and it looks like bugs are a little hungry, eating a little bit of that leaf there. And the guy on the left here, this leaf is just a little dried out and dying, but that's just the original leaves that pop out. So I'm not too worried about that. So we do have some strong leaves here. Last week I actually had to spray this a little bit. There was a worm or something laying in here, and it might have been part of a spider catching it, but I cleaned that out just to make sure that this would be okay. So it looks like it's coming back and gonna be a little stronger. So hopefully the next time I record this thing will be about double in size. Hopefully by next month, we'll find out. And then the bigger guy here, when we last recorded, let me zoom out here a little bit. When we last recorded, I went back and looked. I think we were about here on the height. So we've about doubled our height here for this clementine tree. And here we are in the fall, still growing, still have leaves forming at the top, which is great. You can kind of just see the shiny leaves forming. And again, this guy looks like he's been eaten a little bit, just like the little guy. Haven't seen any bugs actually on this one, so I'm not sure how it's happening or where these critters are. Hoping they don't come inside when I start to bring them in. Do have a little bit of dirt underneath on the leaves, and that's just from the rain and the splatter. So I'm not too worried about that. We do have a little bit of leaf dying off here, but again, I'm not too worried. There's enough leaves on here, and once I get it inside for the fall with the grow light, this thing's gonna start shining pretty good. But they do have, if you watch my lemon series, which I do suggest you guys go and see, they have the same kind of leaf break off here. So I've noticed on my lemon trees where some of the leaves actually break off on this big part and this small part stays on, and then later on that guy goes off. This guy is growing pretty straight. I'm gonna let it grow and keep growing. Once it gets, probably when it gets maybe another third, so maybe another month or so, if this guy keeps growing at this rate, I'll be putting it in a bigger pot just to give it some room. And then after hopefully a year, we'll start trimming this guy back and seeing if we can grow here and have it shoot off into a truer bonsai form. I really do like these citrus trees. One, I haven't really come out to smell them yet, but they're supposed to have a nice citrusy smell. They do attract the bees and whatnot out here, which is kind of cool, just to kind of see some local wildlife come in and enjoy it. And they kind of dig around and grab the water out of the soil, because this soil does keep the moisture in pretty well for these guys. Let me just double check the bottom. Yeah, everything looks okay. That might be a root there, I'm not sure. We're gonna see if that grows out a little bit more. But yeah, we'll twirl them around just so you guys can get a little bit more of an idea. As you can see on here, leaves are getting bigger as it gets higher up. But nothing too bad here, but you can definitely see the progress from the last video. I may end up making like a month 1 and 2 video together and merging them just so you guys can see the growth. I think over the winter I may try and do a time-lapse video with some citrus seeds, just so you guys can kind of have that to see what the first month of life is like, and just see. This is kind of nice because these guys were fresh when I started my channel, and you could kind of see what everything is like when it starts from scratch, pretty much. So these are my clementines. Again, we're on month number 2 pretty much of this. This guy was, as I said, just sprouting out. So this is after a month of growth for this guy. This guy came up a little bit earlier, I'd say a couple weeks before that, I think I said in my last video. So this guy might actually be 2 months old. But that's the difference a month makes. And the difference between not taking the shell off the seed, the hard exterior that is inside the fruit, and taking the shell off the seed and doing the germination. So that's it. If you have any questions, please let me know down below. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, if you want to see anything different, if you have a special fruit at the grocery store that you want to see grow from seed, I can do that. And if you liked it, make sure to hit that like button. And if you want to keep seeing these guys, make sure to hit the subscribe button and that little bell that goes along with it. Until next time, guys, take care. Thanks for watching.